Hello, Transurfer and the Transurfing Curious. My name is Renee Garcia, guys, and this is TransurfingTV. And yeah, I'm just kind of like dropping importance on a lot of stuff lately. Oh my God, I am really enjoying this new studio, but it has turned into a massive pendulum. I have privacy to like do what I want. I come in here and I act absolutely outrageously and make a bunch of content and film things and film me dancing. And I had this interesting experience just now. Before I turned the camera on, I was in here dancing around for like an hour. And afterwards, I was just like dripping in sweat. And I was like, oh my God, I don't have a brush to brush my hair. And I've got to make myself presentable to get on camera. I've got to take my dancing clothes off and fix my makeup up and, you know, towel off my sweat. And then I just sort of stopped and I was like, no, I don't. I actually don't have to do that. It's kind of a trip, actually, when you continue to just remove layers of shoulds and programs and you know, pendulum standards of you know, how you think you need to be in the external world. And all of that is just kind of like coming off, and it's coming off on camera, and it's pretty amazing. I don't quite know how much lower it can go. But here's the thing. What I'm talking about right now with removal of shoulds and standards and caring less, right? As many of you have probably seen, I'm caring considerably less about lots and lots of things in the community, and I'm just kind of like letting it all go. And this is absolutely a product of me living these concepts, right? This is years in. I'm 5-6 years in now, and this has been a gradual evolution of me lowering importance levels, tuning to my soul frail, turning away from the standards that the pendulums have, you know, tried to convince me of, and letting myself sort of go for the world to see. Now, I know that's not for everyone, and it's probably not going to be for me for a very long time. I mean, I'm having, or an extended period of time, I'm having a lot of fun now, but at some point, it's going to be time for me to move on. But I'm applying these concepts in real time in this endeavor, and this is what's bringing me actual success, visual success in my external environment. I'm not just living some reality in my head, right? Thinking, oh, I wish I could do that, or, well, wouldn't that be great if I could do that, or someday I'm gonna make a move and I'm gonna do that. I'm actually doing the stuff right now. And I feel as though this is like really, really living, right? This is truly living life. And this is exactly what I want to extend to those of you today that are liking or loving reality transurfing, yet struggling to actually take the concepts and apply them to your life in a way that yields results. Because otherwise, it's just mental masturbation, right? It's just mental masturbation. And I'll admit, like, I'm kind of a mental masturbator at times. I love little wormholes of knowledge, obviously. Look at what has happened to me with reality transurfing. But I've sort of got a rule now, and I'll get more into this when I go into, you know, the information that I've laid out for you guys today. But I've kind of got a rule now that if I consume something, I need to apply it and see results quickly, or I'm gonna move on. Right? I used to be really into these like nihilistic philosophy videos, and at a certain point, I thought to myself, it's not really doing anything for me, right? It's not really doing anything for me. I like it and it's entertaining, but it's not really doing anything. So now I just limit it to like the weekends or when I've got some downtime. When I go for a run, I know this sounds pretty twisted, but when I go for a run, I like to listen to my nihilistic podcasts, and I keep it to that, right? So the reason that I'm talking about this issue today, mental masturbation, is because I see a lot of people in this community, first of all, not taking steps externally to see results, right? Not actually taking action, but then also getting wrapped up in a lot of the controversy and philosophy, differences in philosophy that's going on right now in the community. And I'm like, oh my God, you guys, it's for those of you that are getting wrapped up in it and then also not applying the stuff, it's like a double whammy. It's about results. At the end of the day, regardless of what's going on, it's about results, right? And I want to make certain that my intentions are clear. It's about taking these concepts and actually using them, right? Actually using them. So before I get into my video more deeply, if you are guilty of mental masturbation and you want to switch over to actually applying this stuff to see concrete results in your life, before I get into that, let me remind you to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and comment, and join us on the Facebook group, the International Transurfing Institute Facebook group, Instagram reality_transurfing, and the Teachable course, Reality 2.0 and Tufty 2.0 courses down below. Check them out. Okay, so mental masturbation. Lots of controversy going on in the RT community right now because of my recent split from Vadim Zeland. I decided to call it quits for a number of reasons. If you are interested in learning about why I did what I did, you could definitely go onto the Facebook group and type in, I don't know, Vadim Zeland. I'm sure something will pop up there. But after I decided to part ways and kind of do my own thing, lots and lots of controversy and philosophical differences and people having different ideas of what RT should be and what it shouldn't be and where it should go and where it shouldn't go and all this kind of stuff. And I see this playing out and I think to myself, this isn't getting anybody anything, right? This isn't actually yielding any positive results in anybody's reality that is participating in these sorts of activities. And at the end of the day, if you are not benefiting from your energy, then someone else or something else is benefiting from your energy. And if you are mentally masturbating, right, trying to prove some level of, intellect or engage in philosophy for some reason, I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know, I like results. So it's about gearing what it is you're focusing on and contributing energy to yield you those results, period. I mean, it's very, very easy, like Transurfing 101, totally practical, right? So if you are in the ways that I've just described, participating in the community, and maybe it's time to tune it out a little bit, this is the opportunity to catch yourself. I see myself, I see my reality. If you are doing this in some other way, maybe you're watching lots and lots of self-development videos, yet you aren't really doing anything different. Maybe this is time to wake up. I see myself, I see my reality, right? So the 5 points that I'm going to go over. 1, and this is what I would start to ask yourself if you are not seeing the reality that you do in fact want to see play out, right? If you're not living the version of reality that you want right now, ask yourself, with all of these tools, transurfing, self-development systems, supportive communities, all these different things that you're participating with, are things truly looking different in your layer of reality or your life? Is anything actually different? Are you experiencing growth? Are you experiencing evolution? Or are you just consuming it, right? Are you just consuming knowledge and you're not actually doing anything with it? So this is a big, I see myself, I see my reality question. Are things truly different? If not, then it's time to ask yourself some serious questions. Could that energy that you're putting either into self-development or reality transurfing or the community or the Facebook group or YouTube videos or whatever it is, could you take that energy and use it in your reality to actually yield some results, right? So this brings me to 2. What can go and what can stay, right? So for me, and this is really my system that I've put in place for myself that has done wonders for me and my reality, is, again, I make certain that if I'm engaging with something that I see an immediate benefit, well, maybe not totally immediate, but at some point I want to see some actual growth in my reality, and my patience is pretty short with it, right? So it's all about renegotiating the deal with the pendulum. What can go, what needs to go, and what can stay? Are you watching 5 hours of self-development videos a day on YouTube, yet you don't have any money in the bank? This energy can be converted over to an endeavor that's actually going to create a result for you. And it's about managing that pendulum relationship to the extent that you either say, okay, I'm going to just do the self-development videos over the weekend, and the work week, I need to nose to the grindstone, get my ass in gear, right? So what can go and what can stay? 3, actually do it, right? Actually take the actions in your life and turn the thing off, set the phone down, make the actual concrete moves. Now, here's where reality transurfing is a little interesting. It can affect your reality in 2 ways. It can affect your internal reality and your external reality. So some people can take the book, apply the concepts, lowering importance levels, not creating excess potential, heart and mind coordination. Well, not so much heart and mind coordination, because that one actually converts over to the external. But many of the concepts are just internal, like internally applied. You feel better internally. You feel happier internally. Your layer of reality looks better even if certain circumstances haven't changed. Then the latter concepts in the book help to actually do something. Goals and doors, heart and mind coordination, inner and outer intention. That has to do with both the internal, right? Your energy levels. Working with inner intention consumes more energy. Working with outer intention consumes less. And then you have more energy to actually do stuff in your external environment that creates results. So here's the question that I'm going to ask you. Are you experiencing internal benefits, yet your external is still remaining the same? Are you experiencing both internal and external? Are you experiencing neither? Right? If you're experiencing neither, then it's really time to do a massive overhaul and just get into it. Actually start doing the work. If you've mastered the internal part, your importance levels are low, you're not depressed anymore, you don't have serious anxiety, you don't allow pendulums to just rip you apart daily, all that stuff. If you've mastered that, is it time to now, get going on the external part, seeking out your goals, creating a new layer of reality for yourself, going after some of those bigger and higher and better things, and actually doing it, right? Actually doing it. Number 4, start measuring results. So again, just as I said that, I manage my pendulums, like renegotiate the deal. This is me making certain that those measurements of what the pendulums are getting is in my control. On the positive side of it for me, to start measuring my growth, measuring my evolution, measuring my progress, I want to see things like my bank account growing, my physical body getting healthier, right? My external environment becoming higher and better. And I want to actually see these things happening, because if they're not happening, then something internal isn't exactly working to the tune of reality transurfing, if you want to look at it like that. If you're really doing the work, if you're really, really honestly doing the work, internal is going to be improving, you are going to be improving, external is going to be improving. Otherwise, it's just mental masturbation, right? So 5, to wrap it up. If you are participating in this sort of mental masturbation where you're loving self-development, you're loving reality transurfing, you're loving reality creation, and you're loving Neville Goddard, and you're loving all these things, but again, you are diverting all of your energy, focus, and attention to these things, which I see a lot of people doing, right? This community is intense. And there's a lot of content to digest, and there's a lot of knowledge. And I see people come in, wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, and get sucked into a wormhole of mental masturbation and completely losing touch with what the intention here actually is. Improve self, really improve self, and improve life and external environment and layer of reality. And if, again, you're spending too much time in this realm of gathering knowledge, then it's probably appropriate to wake up. I see myself, I see my reality. It's time for me to actually start creating. Because remember, the mirror is only reflecting back to you what it is you're doing. If you're sitting on your phone just consuming content all day, your mirror's not moving. You actually have got to go out into the world and do things in physical reality to create a result, right? So this is for all you mental masturbators out there. Let's get off the phones, get off YouTube, get off Facebook, even put reality transurfing steps 1 through 5 down, right? If you're reading it, and actually do something physical in physical reality rather than just going on some head trip and playing with a version of reality that never actually materializes, right? Don't be that snail. Don't be that snail. Okay, so are you mentally masturbating, or are you actually taking action? Are you doing a little bit of both? Is your internal reality good, but your external needs some work? Are both of them struggling? Have you mastered both of them, internal and external? And you could offer some advice below to those that are still having a hard time. Let us know your thoughts. Comment below, like, subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Bye, guys.